As you settle in tonight, let your body soften into the surface that holds you. Your shoulders loose, your breathing slow and steady. The day already giving way to something gentler and calmer, where nothing more is required of you now. No decisions, no tasks. Only a quiet space where rest can arrive without hurry, without demand, and with a kind of softness that asks nothing at all. As if the evening itself has arranged this pause just for you, making room for your thoughts to ease, for your muscles to let go, for your sense of time to stretch wide and open. Imagine the room around you dimmed to a warm glow, maybe a single lamp set low, or perhaps only the faintest line of light from a hallway, giving you enough to feel safe, enough to feel sheltered, while everything else fades into stillness. The air calm and comfortable, the night secure. And as the mind drifts toward something quieter, we turn gently toward our theme, the way the ocean sometimes glows after dark, a quiet and natural shimmer that appears only when night has already folded over the water, as if the sea itself carries a lantern in its depths, giving off light with no flame, no spark, only a soft glow that spreads across the waves. This vision is not hurried or dramatic, only steady, like a tide that comes and goes, never rushed, never uncertain, always enough to notice, never too much to overwhelm. And it invites you to simply rest with the image of light resting on water, safe, continuous, and calm. Everything is steady tonight. Now that you are settled and the first images have begun to take shape, we can linger a little longer with this ocean that glows when night falls, letting the idea grow slowly, like a lantern carried gently from one room to another, never rushed, never shaken, always steady, always calm, each step giving the light a little more space to touch the walls, the ceiling, the floor, and finally, the air around you. The glow on the water has a softness to it, not sharp or glaring, but like moonlight seen through gauze, spreading across the ripples in a way that feels natural and unforced. The way candlelight reflects on glass or lamplight on polished wood, shimmering just enough to notice, never more. Imagine standing by the shore on a cool evening, the sand cool against your feet, the air mild, carrying a trace of salt and quiet. And before you, the sea lifts and falls, each swell painted faintly with light, though the stars themselves had slipped down to rest upon the water. You may picture it from a distance, like a wide sheet of fabric brushed with silver, or you may picture it close, droplets glowing as they fall back into the tide, the smallest patterns catching your eye before settling into the greater rhythm of the waves. And with each image, the body may sink further into comfort, into a place where no effort is needed, only watching, only noticing, only breathing. The glow of the ocean is not rare when we speak of it here. It is steady, familiar, something we can return to again and again, the way a favorite book is read slowly on a quiet night, the way lamplight gathers gently in a room without disturbing. Everything is steady tonight. When light meets water in this way, it is not about brightness, but about a rhythm that carries calm, a rhythm that repeats without fail, like your own breath, like the tide itself, coming and going without needing to be measured. You can imagine yourself lingering, sitting on a smooth piece of driftwood on a blanket spread across the sand, watching the glowing surface move without any need to move yourself, safe in the knowledge that this is simply the ocean being what it is, steady and calm, offering you a vision that asks nothing more than your presence. The mind can wander as it likes here, noticing the cool air against your skin, the soft hush of waves meeting the shore, the gentle rise and fall of your chest as you breathe, and then returning easily to the glowing water, never rushed, never pulled, only circling back with the ease of a tide. And as this rhythm settles into you, you may find that the glow begins to feel like a companion, quiet and reassuring, like a light left on in a hallway at night. Something steady and certain, something that helps you know the night is safe and whole. Everything is steady tonight. The heart of our quiet journey begins with the simple idea that water can hold light, and that when the ocean glows after nightfall, it does so in a way that is patient, unhurried, and calm. So we will return to this thought again and again, letting each turn carry us deeper into rest while keeping the rhythm soft, like waves that never rush, like breathing that never falters. Imagine first a wide beach, the shoreline stretching out until it meets the horizon, the sand smooth beneath your feet, the tide rolling in with an easy hush, and along the surface a faint glow stirs with each swell, as though the night sky had poured a gentle paintbrush of light onto the sea. And in this space, your body may sink a little more into comfort, into stillness, into ease. Everything is steady tonight. Think of how a lantern on a porch spreads its glow across wooden boards, not sharply, but gradually. And then see how the glowing tides spreads its shimmer across the water, each wave lifting the light for a moment before lowering it again. A repetition that soothes the mind the way rocking does, the way slow breathing does. Always enough, never more. You might recall the way moonlight pools on a kitchen floor when the blinds are tilted open just enough, the way soft lamplight rests on a bedside table at night, and place that feeling here with the ocean, a resting glow that belongs to no one and asks nothing of you, simply existing, simply waiting, simply steady. Imagine sitting quietly by the shore with a blanket around your shoulders, the cool air brushing against your cheeks, the hush of the waves steady, the glow across the water gentle and low. And in that space, your thoughts fall away as if they were shells rolling back into the tide. Not lost, only carried gently. No need to hold them, no need to chase them. The image of glowing water can expand as you breathe. One breath for the waves moving in, one breath for the waves moving out, one breath for the light shimmering briefly, one breath for the light settling again. And as this rhythm continues, you may notice that your body follows along, sinking into stillness with each turn of the tide. Everything is steady tonight. Consider how a quiet window gathers condensation on a cool evening, tiny drops glimmering as they catch the faintest lamp glow. And now imagine that same shimmer multiplied across the wide reach of the ocean, spread out in every direction, calm, gentle, unhurried, a glow that seems to breathe with you, steady and calm. Each time the thought returns, it asks less of you, holding you the way a soft blanket holds warmth, holding you the way evening itself holds silence, until you realize you are not watching the ocean from the outside anymore, but drifting with it, inside the rhythm, inside the glow. The tide repeats itself the way the mind repeats calm words, not because they are demanded, but because they belong here, because they return naturally, the way lamplight returns when you walk into a room, the way dawn returns when the night has gone long enough. Everything is steady tonight. Now picture a handful of water lifted by your hand in the moonlight, the droplets sliding back into the sea, each one catching a glimmer before it falls, each one joining the wider glow as it merges. And in that gentle motion, you notice how even the smallest part belongs to the whole, how even the smallest breath belongs to the rhythm. The glow is not urgent. It does not rise suddenly. It does not fade quickly. It lingers like the smell of salt in the air, like the hush of waves in the background, like the sense of safety when the night feels familiar and calm. Each new moment brings the same ease as the last, the same slow rhythm, the same shimmer of light on water. And with each return, you rest a little deeper, you breathe a little slower, you settle a little more. Everything is steady tonight. Think again of the porch lantern casting its glow, the candle reflecting on a window pane, the faint moonlight across a field of grass, and let all these soften into the single idea of glowing water, carried gently by the sea, carried gently by the night. This image can hold you the way a cradle holds rest, the way soft sand holds footprints until the tide smooths them away, the way quiet words hold meaning without needing to be repeated aloud, always present, always enough. Each cycle of wave and light, each breath of air and silence, each turn of glow and stillness brings the body closer to quiet, closer to release, closer to the ease that comes when nothing else is asked of you. Everything is steady tonight. The ocean glows, the air is cool, the sand is soft, the waves are steady, the night is calm, and in this collection of images, you find yourself supported. The way cushions support you, the way night itself supports rest, the way the rhythm of the tide supports sleep, slow and certain, steady and true. And so the vision of glowing water remains with you, not rushing, not leaving, only repeating, only easing, only carrying you further into stillness as the night deepens and the rhythm holds steady. Everything is steady tonight. When we look more deeply at the glow of the ocean after nightfall, what we're really doing is allowing the mind to linger on a natural rhythm that repeats in many forms. Each one steady, each one calm, each one unhurried. And by returning to these gentle clarifications, we create more room for the body to settle, the breath to slow, the night to feel softer all around you. Imagine the sea as a wide canvas, the surface brushed by faint strokes of light, every ripple carrying its own soft shimmer. And though the shimmer may come from small things within the water, the experience for us is broad, continuous, reassuring, like a blanket spread over the waves, like lamplight stretching evenly across a wall. Everything is steady tonight. You may also picture the glow as a kind of quiet conversation between the water and the night air, one offering its movement, the other offering its darkness, together making a space for light to be seen, not loud or sudden, but steady, patient, lingering long enough for you to notice before it folds back into the tide. Think of how a garden after dusk carries its own soft features, a path lit faintly by porch lights, the smell of earth, cool and damp, the gentle brush of leaves in the breeze, and know that the glowing water has the same qualities, familiar, grounding, asking nothing more than to be observed quietly. There are always more ways to describe it, and none of them need to hurry, none of them need to push forward, for repetition itself is part of the rest, part of the way the mind can relax, hearing the same ideas circle back like waves on a shore, steady, certain, calm. To make this clearer, imagine 5 simple things that help create this restful glow. The wide reach of the water itself, the coolness of the night air above it, the gentle motion of waves that never cease, the faint shimmer of light that spreads across the tide, and the quiet space that surrounds it all without interruption, each part connected, each part unhurried. Everything is steady tonight. Consider again how lamplight softens a corner of a room, how a hallway light left on gives a sense of ease, how moonlight across a windowsill seems to pause time, and then return to the vision of the glowing ocean, where the same sense of pause is larger, broader, endless, yet still gentle enough to calm the smallest thought. The more we clarify this, the more we understand that the glow is not an event, but a presence, something steady enough to be compared to breath, to the slow swing of a hammock, to the quiet rocking of a boat on calm water. Every explanation is another chance to rest, another chance to breathe, another chance to notice that the image does not demand attention. It simply waits, patient as the night itself. Everything is steady tonight. In these layers, we find comfort, not because we search for it, but because it is already there, as steady as your own breathing, as certain as the way a tide always returns, as calm as the air that surrounds you in this moment. And so the night continues with its glow, carrying you deeper into quiet, carrying you deeper into stillness, carrying you closer to the soft safety that comes with knowing the rhythm will hold. The glow will linger, and the ocean will keep its steady presence beneath the stars. Everything is steady tonight. As the night draws further along, let us spiral gently back through the images we have carried, each one softened by repetition, each one settled into the rhythm of calm. For the glowing ocean after nightfall has become less an idea and more a steady presence within you. Like the hush of air that fills a quiet room, like the warmth that lingers in a blanket, like the faint glow of a lamp that stays on until morning. Imagine again the shore stretching wide, the sand smooth, the air cool, the waves rolling without rush, and along the water's surface the glow spreads with each rise and fall, steady as breath, steady as thought, steady as the night itself. Everything is steady tonight. The same image returns and changes slightly each time. The way moonlight shifts as clouds drift across it. The way a candle flickers gently yet always remains lit. And this changing sameness brings rest. For the mind follows the rhythm and the body eases with it. You may picture the glow as silver dust scattered across the waves, or as soft lamplight spilled upon water, or as a reflection of countless stars resting at the surface. Each view simple, each view calm, each view guiding you toward stillness. The night holds its own music here, a music without sound, made only of repetition, of breathing, of steady returns, and you can rest in the knowledge that this rhythm will not stop. It will not hurry, it will not break. Everything is steady tonight. As you drift through these spirals, think of how each wave smooths the sand, how each breath smooths the mind, how each return to the image smooths the spaces between thoughts, leaving only top, leaving only ease, leaving only the soft shimmer of water beneath the stars. There is no need to follow closely, no need to keep count, no need to hold on, for the rhythm carries itself, carrying you gently, carrying you steadily, carrying you into the deeper stillness of night. Imagine the 5 quiet elements once more as they weave together the wide sea beneath you, the cool air around you, the constant tide that moves without pause, the faint glow that brushes every ripple, and the spacious calm that holds them all, and let each one settle into you as though it were part of your own rest, part of your own breath, part of your own night. Everything is steady tonight. And so, as the final images soften, you may allow the glowing ocean to fade gently into the background of your mind, not disappearing, only becoming part of the night around you. Steady, certain, calm, like the closing of a book after the last page is read, like the dimming of a lamp as sleep draws near, like the final hush of waves rolling onto sand. In this closing quiet, all is safe, all is whole, all is steady, and the night invites you into deep rest. Everything is steady tonight. Good night.